welcome to a brand new episode of Formula Pod. And today we are talking all about the Italian Grand Prix at the Temple of Speed, Monza. And today joining me again, we're back in back live in the studio itself. Got me here.
What's up, guys? Hamilton number one.
And apparently Jason again, his third consecutive time of not showing up. Today we are having a new guy. We still haven't found replacements, but technically, if this guy does improve today pretty well, he's a replacement. And welcome, Sahit.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me over. It was such a last moment thing as well. We just all met up yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm meeting you for the first time yesterday, and I knew I'm Mihir's friend, so I knew he had a podcast, and we watched the race yesterday, and we had a couple of conversations. They were talking about a guy who wasn't going to show up, and I was, free, so
Jason, that's
here.
you. Jason,
that's just you, okay?
Jason,
just you.
But just want to preface this by a little bit. I am definitely not as knowledgeable as you guys, definitely not as technical as you guys. I'm one of those kids, I wouldn't say a fake fan, but one of those kids who started watching Drive to Survive, and you're like, oh, okay,
they're the same.
Yeah, first season, Vijay Malia, cool. Kind of just stuck by it, and I'm a finance kid as well, so which is really interesting to me because money really matters with this.
Yeah.
What does this guy really?
Dude, I'll tell you why. Because I know nothing about cars, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So when I was watching it, I'm like, okay, it's a car thing. I'm not gonna know what the upgrades are and what's going on. And the people I were talking to as well, they were, dude, I didn't understand what DRS was for the longest time. So I knew I was gonna but just knowing how much it matters when a team wins, what they can do by it, and how much it helps their R&D moving forward and all the politics and everything. I was like, okay, it's like a reality TV show. I can kind of move along with it. And slowly I learned more about the cars, more about how the racing worked. And that's how I got into it.
So which team you support?
Man, honestly, keeps jumping a little bit. I really like Perez. So...
Okay. Because he was racing for Force India? Is that the case?
Kind of. I mean... Okay. At a point he wasn't gonna have a seat, and he had a great race where he ended up winning, and I was like, oh, I like this guy. I was like, kind of, you just didn't expect him to be there, and then he gets Red Bull, so I kind of just followed him from there, and he's the sweetest guy. He's the sweetest teammate, so how could you not like him?
But I'm asking.
So is Bottas, but I kind of feel bad for Bottas.
No, that you're talking about the driver. Tell me the team.
Red Bull, I guess, right? Then
you're a Red Bull fan. Yeah. God, Mihir, you should have told this to me before.
No, it was about time we bought a Red Bull fan. To be honest, Red Bull is doing really well. Red Bull is not a joke anymore.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting frustrated with it because they're just doing really well.
No, you know what? As a matter of fact, I have seen this with a couple of Red Bull fans. They're like,
it's just boring.
Even though we love Max's winning, but in all honesty, it's boring.
Yeah, 100%. Imagine just being this good that I'm pretty sure even Max is just racing is not that fun for him anymore because he's not getting that much of a challenge unless he starts from somewhere in the middle of the grid.
He's already publicly said he's not retiring for the next year or so.
Okay, yeah, because he's a robot. But other than that, for the fans, he could make it a little bit,
interesting.
Yeah. Or
But again, I just want to say this as I'm not a Red Bull fan, right? But I love the way the Red Bull is racing. It really pushes Formula 1 to its peak.
Of course.
It's quick on the turns. It's quick on the straights. It's quick everywhere, including its pit stop.
They're just clean and efficient.
I think they were all the remaining elements, they bought the efficiency out and they're okay, now it's on the car. And then now we got just
I dance. So just one analogy that transfers really well to what we're talking about right now. So if you have a dancer that's really, really, really good, he's going to make the choreo look effortless, right? And that's what Verstappen's kind of doing with racing. He's just on point all the time, hitting everything perfectly, so efficient. And we just know he's going to do that. True. We just know he's going to keep doing that.
I'm going to counter argue with this.
Yeah.
He is a good driver, but it's the car that's doing really well.
He is a good driver.
Arjun, do you agree with this?
100%
Max is a good driver. I'll give you that. Max is an amazing driver, and I support him, and I love him in terms of as a driver. But it's the car doing all the work. It's not
You said
It's
all
not-
the work.
It's not.
You said all the work.
Okay. Then correction. It's not all the work, but
We
like,
can say
yeah.
that, you can say that about any and every driver. Car is an extension of them, right? And the Red Bull car is very, very, very competitive. But you can also just see how Perez is performing compared to how. Verstappen is
but like
performing.
before getting to all that, you made my introduction cut off so well that it went this long.
Sorry.
Okay, just to all those Ferrari fans out there who really thought today this race is gonna be their race, I feel so sorry. Like I know the race didn't go as per your expectation, but yeah, I gotta say you gotta be proud of Carlos Sainz. 15 laps, that guy managed to keep Max Verstappen at bay. Literally, like the case is that Max got a message from his on team radio saying that Carlos is struggling with his tires. That time, Max was trying to force this guy to do errors,
Which he did. Which he did.
Yeah.
And towards the end, that lockup comes into place, and Max is like, sweet spot. Hits the throttle, gets that advantage, boom.
I love the fact that how Max was always putting pressure on him, and then he was like, one mistake, I'm gonna give you one chance. Sorry, you fridged it up, and now I'm gonna take over, which is absolutely amazing. But it is what it is. I think that's what Max is.
If you remember, I think a couple of laps in, you also heard Verstappen kind of complain about Ferrari's top speed.
Yeah, they're quicker.
Yeah, he was like,
this
and he
straight line
did
speeds
swear.
are
I'm not gonna swear, but
straight line speeds were really good for Ferrari this time.
yeah. I mean, they felt they were good initially, but no. Okay, think about this, right? Obviously, the pressure was on, even though Sainz had his elbows out since the start, which he had a really good launch, swerved to the right, took the inner line, kept his elbows out throughout as well. Verstappen did make a couple of moves where he did have to back out, and I also remember him saying something like, "Oh, that was cheeky," or "That was naughty," or something like that, because he did. No, he did.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
It's so weird hearing the word cheeky when you're driving like when you're driving a Formula One car.
Team principal,
That's crazy.
But imagine like the champion saying that. It's like he had to put the brakes. He's like, okay, he got me this turn, even though like I tried to have a go at him, and he was like, he kind of respectfully said, okay, no, I know he has his elbows out, he's driving well. And then again, the mistake happens, he has the lockup. And if you think about it, we're all first 15 laps are like, oh, the pace is good, oh my god, he's driving pretty well, he's defending really well. But then as soon as he makes that mistake, within I think just that same turn, he just came out of the chicane with so much momentum.
I remember this.
Literally at the straight, they were side to side. We kind of thought the Ferrari top speed was going to make up for it, but it couldn't. It kind of inched forward a little bit, but then he had the inside line, braked, and took the position, right?
True.
Now, what happened is we're like top speed, Ferrari. 2 laps, he had a 4-second lead. 2 laps with that clean air.
Yeah, but you need to understand that Red Bull was just playing games. What do you agree, Arjun?
Of course.
Red Bull was smart. Red Bull's like, you know what? You take your chances. As soon as you mess it up, I'm gonna come in. So I guess in Red Bull's strategy, he just wanted to put pressure. And at one point, I remember the Red Bulls were actually playing this sandwich between Red Bull. So it was a Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari. So P1, he was going a bit slow. And then P3, he was pushing the Red Bull front. So he was really putting pressure back and forth, which is an amazing strategy. It's not safe, I assume, but I think it's a good move
to keep Verstappen at bay instead of attack, keep him on defense, right?
Because I guess as a Ferrari driver and team principal, I would say put pressure on him. I want 2 podiums coming in for Ferrari, which is fine. 1 podium is fine for Ferrari. I was expecting better though. But I blame Nico for taking that selfie.
Man, now he has come into crossfires. He just put Forza Ferrari and the guy just messed it up.
Do you know the Nico
I have no
selfie?
idea. I'm smiling. I'm smiling and playing along.
So
let Arjun explain this.
So basically, there is a curse. Okay. So whenever Nico Rosberg, the ex-Mercedes driver, takes a selfie in front of any team paddock, it is slated that on that race day, they will screw up.
Yep.
Okay.
This has happened for Mercedes. This has happened for McLaren. This has happened for Aston Martin. And now it's for Ferrari. And literally, I'm like, Why on earth this guy is not taking selfie in front of Red Bull's big garage?
You know, it's funny. He's probably taking the piss as well. Like every race, he just goes and takes a different picture, posts it.
I'll even tell you this though. McLaren, as a matter of fact, now has a signage that blocks him to get a selfie.
Yeah.
And McLaren went to
By
that
the way,
extent.
do you guys believe in F1 superstition?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Bro, if I see a
No,
black...
like-
no, wait.
You know what's funny?
Wait.
You guys,
If I see a black cat on the street, I will not go unless the person behind me goes first. I'm just superstitious like that, man. I'm not
We're not
taking
talking
chances.
about what your mom taught you.
No,
Like,
whoa, 1 second. It wasn't my mom. It was Ben 10, but that's a different thing, okay?
From Formula 1 to Benton, where this thing is going on?
I'm telling you, man. This Ben 10, you guys better watch it.
watch
Teaches
Ben
you
10.
life lessons. About personality, you got to change personalities like he's watched
No,
it.
but what I was saying was, I could literally go from hearing you guys have the most technical conversation.
No, this is not technical.
With I know, with so much reasoning, so much like there's, this is the upgrade. This is the split second difference. This is a split second weight change. To like, dude, cat crossed it. Up guy, like it's gone. Like forget about it.
I know, right? From there to where we ended up going.
Yeah, so for me it's just like okay, I'm kind of confused, but
yeah. Anyways, coming back.
Yeah.
So I think the most fight what I saw on the race was Carlos fighting every single car that was trying to go past him.
even his teammate.
Like his teammate, Perez, Verstappen. As I said before, I gotta give it to Carlos that he was
under pressure throughout.
I think he must have not had this much pressure ever racing in any other track.
His ass cheeks were probably just clenched.
How do you know?
I don't know. That's what champions do,
Pretty
man.
naughty these days. Sorry.
You wouldn't, man. Only champions know this.
Oh, I like that. Shit, I feel like Ricardo for a sec.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Ricardo, so he will not again show up for 2 more races.
Singapore.
Because everyone thought Singapore, but then Singapore, so listeners who don't know, Singapore is one of the tracks where the drivers would basically have maximum effort.
Yeah.
Because it's a humid climate, and like you have like those long straights to
And
go
the
onto.
temperatures in the track temperatures actually like increase a lot more.
And plus, it's a street circuit, so
Yeah.
you got to ensure that your car doesn't mess up because those marks will still be there on the roads.
You guys, I have a question. How does the humidity really affect driving?
Okay.
Is it to do with the tires?
No. So it's normally how we have in Dubai, where
Right.
we have like a humidity which kind of makes us sweat even more, right?
Correct.
So in Formula One car, you're driving at a maximum speed of 300 kph.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, or not even more. With
Yeah.
DRS and stuff, it'll go even more.
Correct.
So you're going for 59 laps, and the way how drivers lose weight per race,
So it's just more
is
taxing
sweating.
on the body.
Yeah,
Okay.
like see, because when it's a favorable weather, it's not that drivers will end up sweating a lot and get completely dehydrated and stuff.
I mean, okay, I guess with heat and everything,
Exactly.
there's more wear tear on the tires and all these things, and
Yeah.
of
so it
course.
affects the conditions as well, and obviously their strategies.
And the air is more dense, so the aerodynamic
Got it.
changes.
Got it.
Everything when it's humid, everything changes.
Correct.
It's not water. It is, but it's not. It's the humidity that, especially for the driver, like it's so exhausting. I don't know if you know this, but the driver's steering wheel has a button where they have this water pouch that they can fill any
right.
drink with, and they press it and it goes to the helmet.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they've thought about this. I didn't know that till one day I see like Lewis just carrying a water bag.
I actually didn't know there was a button for it. I
There
just
is.
thought
It's on
they
the stick.
have like a straw and they're like,
No.
like just from the side.
No,
you know,
no,
you
no.
know, you know when you go hiking, you have those backpacks with the
Yeah,
water
yeah,
pouches, and you just
yeah.
have like the straw here, and you're like, you just
Exactly,
have a sip. I
exactly.
thought it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty sick how the helmet is. So next to the mic, it's attached to the mic. So you just put your mouth like kissing the helmet, and you just
Yeah, and
Yeah.
plus
drink it up.
this year there are helmet cameras as well.
I hate that angle, by the way. I do not like that angle.
Oh yeah, you can see through the visor, right?
It's
Yeah,
like
you
you
can see
like
through the
head is
visor.
turned, you're just like wobbling. I'm just like, what angle
imagine
is this?
if the car is porpoising, the amount of that kind of like
Bro, no.
shivers.
Half of the audience having epilepsy.
We are shivering as well. Like we're like moving our heads like that as well. Imagine you're watching this drunk. You're
You're
another
like, okay, am I like? Is there like?
Dude,
Am I moving with
who
the
were,
TV
who
movie? I
were we
don't know.
watching with yesterday? I'm pretty sure someone asked, do these guys get like tested before they drive? Like, get like a drinking test or something?
I was just like, what?
Could be. They might be.
Hey, you never know. Drinking
like,
drinking makes me better at beer pong. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
I don't
Sainz
know.
are really good. Like beer
Potentially,
ponger.
with Max, he might be just drinking even more like to the most core Red Bull that it kind of pumps
The
him
pure
even-
form of Red Bull, straight from the bull's ass. that's what he drank.
Okay, definitely. I'm pretty much sure it's not from the bull's ass.
It's
but
nipple.
like, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
oh my god.
But anyways, coming back, it's still I would say it's still not a good improvement for Charles as well as George, because Charles and George were on the podium last year.
Yeah.
Okay, Charles of course being Ferrari's Lalla Balla Baccha, of course.
Please translate that for our-
That means the what do you call everyone's favorite, or what do you call? How I'll call that?
He's a Ferrari.
the most voted person.
You know,
of
like
the-
a younger sibling. Like he never gets into trouble.
think-
Everyone loves him.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like he's a Ferrari baby. Like he's Ferrari's baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
But whereas Carlos Sainz wasn't treated like Carlos Sainz more was that outsider who just landed in, because
Yeah.
Carlos Sainz actually got into Formula One through Red Bull
Yeah.
and then kind of jumped constructors and then reached Ferrari now.
Which is very surprising how where he is right now. I'm actually proud of him. Not gonna lie. I mean, he's gone through a lot of races. He's gone through a lot
course.
of. Ferrari's not been the best with him as well, but
He's been really resilient.
yeah, he's not losing hope with Ferrari, because I guess other than the money and the free Ferraris he gets,
You know, I'm just thinking. Okay,
It's a top tier
I don't.
team.
yeah, it is. It's one of the heritage teams, so
Yeah,
why
exactly.
not?
I don't know whether is this true though, but this is something which just came into my mind when you were saying this. What if he's just performing like this just so that when he is down at Audi, he can kind of just accelerate it up?
How sure is that?
That's pretty sure.
Yeah.
See, like,
I'm 95% sure.
You're
I'm not
telling me
gonna
something
s-
about his dad, right?
Yeah, so
Driving for
Carlos
Audi.
Sainz's dad actually drives for Audi for the World Rally Championship.
Mm.
Okay, that's again still managed by FIA. Can't
Okay.
even talk about them.
Please don't.
But
Okay, so nepotism.
I'll not say nepotism.
No.
I mean, he's already an
Formula
F1 driver, to be honest.
Formula One, I won't say there's nepotism. in
There is for
Formula One.
Lance Stroll.
Lance Stroll, man. What are you on
Lance
about?
Stroll is a driver.
But see what Lance Stroll's doing right now. I'm pretty sure what he'll do is he'll just.
Did he race last race?
He didn't win.
But did he race?
Yeah.
He did.
Because the camera.
That's how
angle
bad.
never-
That's how bad he was.
Camera wasn't facing that one Aston Martin because it's way in the back.
That's true.
I mean,
Like,
there
he
was just a
started
lot
P20.
going on further on the grid. Like I honestly don't even know what happened at the back.
Whoever were basically in charge of the Formula One cameras, broadcast cameras, they would have had a hard time choosing
The only thing
which
that-
scene to put out first in the first place.
Dude, the only thing that happened in the back of the grid was Alonso just moving up. Other than that, nothing really happened. Everyone just switched a little bit. That's it.
Wait, talking about all of this, what happened to Yuki? Yuki and his.
Formation lap.
It must be embarrassing. It must be embarrassing for the engineers.
No. 1 second, wait. I really think if people are giving shit to Yuki, it's not his fault.
Oh no. That's exactly.
No, like,
I'm.
you were saying yesterday when we were watching the
Watching.
race, you were like, Haas is the worst car in Formula One.
2 seconds later, we see like an Alpha.
But Haas isn't the worst car.
AlphaTauri.
Like this year, like whoever says Haas is the worst car, I'm going to disagree to that. Because Haas has improved. It's just
They're a
this
close
year,
second.
it's the Red Bull sister team, which is just screwed up like anything.
Okay, in this defense, I was trying to explain like the teams. So that's why I said Haas is like one of the worst teams. But obviously, this season, Haas is doing extremely well for their standards. We have seen them, even you have,
I mean,
on the worst.
if you're talking about for their standards, look at Williams.
No, bro. Okay. Since
I mean, Haas is like close second. Okay, cool, bro.
no, bro. Let's
Someone stole your thunder, bro.
Sorry,
Good, you're
sorry.
doing well, but it doesn't matter.
Literally, let's say you started watching Drive to Survive and then got
Right.
addicted to Formula One.
Yeah, I mean, Gunter was all over it.
yeah, yeah.
I know about
So-
Haas, bro.
So let me just ask you: last year, if you watched the previous season,
Yeah.
season 5, like what do you kind of think about them? Like, are they like that bad or that good? What's the case?
No, I mean, they kind of have that, at least on the series, have that, underdog storyline kind of going.
Okay.
I feel like watching them just gets me frustrated at times.
Okay.
They've shown like subtle improvements, but over a long period of time. And that should be at least happening between at least 1 or 2 seasons. I think for them it's 3 or 4 generally. So they are getting better. It's just, and obviously lack of the money and all of these things, and not being able to get
I'll not say lack of money
not
anymore.
not okay, maybe not anymore,
They
but
got, like-
also talent.
Yeah, not
think
anymore.
about talent, right? If half of your drivers are crashing half of the time, and obviously that's where they were.
I again, I don't blame the drivers. I blame their circumstances they're in.
I get it, but they are consistently not finishing races.
That's
they
true.
were, right? So
Okay, yeah.
you have places and things like, okay, they're in a heated competition, something happens. I completely understand that.
If Haas was a really good team, I would support it. In terms of, okay, like I used to support AlphaTauri. Now after like a few races, I actually don't. I support
I
every
don't even
team
support.
except Red Bull.
No, you know what? At this point, I'm like, okay, why not I buy like the Williams jersey? Because technically they're improving.
Doing really good.
I would rather buy an Audi.
Like literally qualifying at one stage, Williams was the fastest Mercedes-powered car.
Yeah.
I'm like, where on earth went the McLarens and Aston Martins? Where?
Actually, you know what? I
Also,
actually like.
Or where was the Mercedes
actually-
themselves?
I actually like the William livery.
The blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the Duracell.
Yeah, the battery stuff,
Yeah,
right?
that's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty creative. Even the papayas, they have a changing. So on the side pods,
Yeah.
they have the digital
Yeah,
changing thing going
For
on,
Chrome.
which is crazy.
I don't know what that is.
No. So it's that. So
They have a
they're just
screen.
trying something out. So it's
Okay.
just that when the drivers drive and when the cameras are placed, they have the screens which look like Kindle screens.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they just change the logos.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see, it doesn't take.
That's
much
actually
weight.
so smart.
because see,
Yeah.
normally a Kindle, Amazon Kindle
Yeah.
won't kind of have much weight. It's hardly like paper size.
That's genius.
Paperweight as well.
Paperweight, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact. Sorry, paperweight.
Yeah.
So it's just that. Do you just put that on a Formula One car? It's
Imagine
not
how much
gonna
more
be-
money they're making because of that.
It's Google
It's
stuff.
Google, man. They get. I'm pretty sure like they get Google plus for free.
No, but like one thing is that like McLaren with their Silverstone livery, the chrome livery,
Oh, it's
Oh.
beautiful, bro.
beautiful. Literally, like that is like a piece of art.
I'm actually waiting for Las Vegas
Why?
because it's a new track. They can have new
Oh.
livery for that, for marketing purposes. And I know that I actually liked Red Bull's white livery. I think
The Japanese one.
I think that was pretty cool.
I love what Red Bull does with it. They let their fans design it, and
yeah, I
choose
mean,
it. they did
No,
that for
after
Miami.
this one,
right?
Williams had the same stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of did
Who-
like a
who-
global
who-
competition, got 4 and
People
and-
submitted.
Yeah. Four. It kind of went to 4 designs. They finalized it, and everyone voted, and then they took a heritage livery.
Would you guys have ever have a go at trying to design it?
oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not good at drawing.
Who cares, bro?
Like if they want me to kind of do like the comms, I'm more than happy to do that. Like whenever because I don't know whether you've observed this for the past few races, they're trying to get off to like all those team principals. Even as a matter of fact, even Mercedes started getting onto that tiny little screen on the side.
Yeah.
And then the guy talks. I'm like, I would love to do that. Yesterday, Mercedes, both the cars got penalties. And I'm like, I'm not going to support, even though I support Mercedes, I'm not going to support that.
We support Mercedes.
Okay, we support Mercedes. Sorry, my bad.
Jeez.
Like, what they did was wrong. And like George got his stuff, Lewis got his stuff.
Yeah, it was Lewis's fault.
It was
the-
Lewis,
yeah.
I first thought it wasn't Lewis's fault. But
I
then
told you it was
later
Lewis's
on,
fault.
after on the replay, I'm like, oh, okay, this guy took on.
Before the replay,
slowly
I knew
just
it was
turned
Lewis.
into him.
Before even the replay, I knew it was Lewis's fault.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. I was like, it's Lewis's fault. Wait. Then I saw the actual replay and I was like, yep, it is. Lewis has the tendency of, when he overtakes, he
was
tries
just-
to put pressure on them, but that turns out to be the worst part.
I just feel like he didn't realize, and he started thinking about the turn, trying to hit that.
No, but he
apex.
did say-
So he went out and he tried to hit the
but he
apex.
did say that he was in the blind spot.
Yeah,
Oscar
yeah,
was
yeah.
in the blind
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. So I mean, I guess he was just trying to hit the apex in the best possible way he wanted to make that turn.
No, he wasn't hitting the apex. He was trying to be dominant on the track.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, because when you see it's,
I mean, he's squeezing them too. Yeah, that makes sense.
He kind of takes in. Okay, he kind of takes in. It's just that towards that end, he was like, okay, he thought he could just give a little more offense, and then kind of take that wide turn and kind of go off. But then he's not realizing that this guy is not braking.
He actually created a lot of incidences. So, but again, how would Lewis know?
He didn't.
Yeah. So how? Okay, that makes sense. Because if as a viewer,
because in his intention is like, okay, Piastri is behind now. I can just take it
and
off.
he would expect him to like brake a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
To make him like, I guess
He thought he was further off than he actually was.
Yeah.
Piastri was just in his blind spot.
Yeah.
And then he just started thinking about the turn.
Yeah.
Lewis is probably one of the most experienced people. You don't expect him to make a mistake like that.
I guess he was just feeling the
No,
last.
see,
last race
I'll
car
tell you
was
this.
quick.
You have on one side Oscar Piastri, his first season on.
So
in
you
Formula
expect
1.
Piastri, right? But
Yeah.
Piastri did nothing
Wait,
wrong.
wait, I
right?
want to hear. Wait. Talk.
Okay, go on.
No, I want Arjun
on.
to.
Okay. See, Piastri, it's his first season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's coming alongside like a 7-time world champion. Like, okay, keep all those things.
8.
Okay, 8-time world champion. Like here, Michael Massey.
Like the police over here.
Whatever. So when that comes in, like, okay, even though that kind of overtake is done and Hamilton is there, he already knows that, okay, now if he puts even more power, he will go off track.
Yeah.
And like Piastri can see, like, all these drivers have bloody eyes which are basically looking straight, and they're like, okay.
It's like the horse, those horse ones where they only can see like straight.
Yeah, they can see it. So if Piastri could have braked, it wouldn't be an incident. I personally thought that, because Hamilton, okay, he did put pressure. I'm not going to deny that. He did put pressure. But then once that thing was done, because clearly by that time, Hamilton's front tires were literally in front of the McLaren. So...
But you're saying that assuming he's anticipated that Hamilton's going to come to the right a little bit.
It's a split I agree with Sahil.
In a split second, yes.
Yeah.
In a split second, yes, because both of them, I don't know whether Piastri is looking onto his sides.
No, because it's Hamilton's job to give Piastri space, right?
No, it's not. It's not.
No. Listen. Now that he's front, he doesn't need to, but you generally are expected to leave a little bit of space anyway, regardless. You can't just go full right.
Yes, but not for a straight. Or
No, not for a straight. This is right at the turn.
No. This was leading to the. It was a straight. The straight was ending.
It was
towards the end of the straight.
It was the straight was ending.
Yeah.
So gradually, either certain drivers would do a late braking. So say Hamilton, good amount of times does late braking.
Yeah.
Piastri must have just wanted to he must have thought, oh, if I braked, I would
try to
lose
hang
position
on.
and do. But then normally how the pros do is like either they will put pressure, they late brake, or else they will brake early
and change
then
the racing
when they
line,
get to a straight, they will just switch it. With DRS, they will overtake. So that is something which, okay, I thought sometimes Hamilton might do that, or sometimes Piastri might do that. But
at the end of the day, I really appreciate how Lewis, after the race, went up to Oscar and said, I'm really sorry, it was my fault, and I didn't want you to be in danger. You were in the blind spot. And Oscar said, you know what? It's okay. I can't do anything about it. I did lose a position, but it's fine. So in that aspect, I respect Lewis. In terms of
sportsmanship.
Lewis has always been a really good sportsman.
Correct.
Most of the time.
But he'd probably whined about it for 25-30 minutes before coming to that conclusion.
No, see, when you're
probably
racing,
whined about it for 25-30 minutes. Spoke to 20-30 people.
When you're racing,
he realized
there's no mercy over there.
Oh, obviously emotions are heightened and everything.
Yeah.
But hey, when you're racing, Verstappen just kind of zones in, doesn't speak, doesn't say anything. On the other hand, if an incident's happening or something's happening, Hamilton will let his frustration be known, even though he will do great. He will hang on to it. He will perform great. But he'll keep cribbing about the things he want to crib.
I'll tell you this. What I thought is that sometimes he's just doing it because all drivers are listening to the radio. Okay? So it's just that sometimes when this thing is happening, he just want to let the competitor know that he may be doing shit, but then in reality, he's actually doing
You think it's that calculated? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I feel like he's very genuine in his frustrated moments.
In that position, I wouldn't be joking around.
Yeah.
No, but yeah,
Because
see, there is-
it's miscommunication to your team as well.
No. They know the difference.
They know it.
They know the difference. If he is doing
See,
it,
I'll
they
tell
know
you
the
this.
difference.
Lewis
'Cause data
Hamilton's
speaks,
engineer,
right? Data is more evident.
Lewis Hamilton's engineer, Peter Bonington,
Yeah.
has been like it has been he has
Yeah.
been his race engineer for the past 10 years. Okay, so he definitely would have got ideas
Got it.
about it. And plus, okay, let's not even take this previous seasons when Sebastian Vettel was there. When he was racing for Ferrari. Okay, that time it's not like Sebastian Vettel would be like, oh, he's my friend, I'm just going to leave space. Both of them had their fair amount of things, and both of them supported each other off track.
Correct.
So it's the thing. It's not like where Max goes and like, remember when Max called George Russell Princess George
Yeah.
and kind of just made fun of him?
Yeah.
Like Hamilton doesn't do that. Like, okay, he will vent out his frustration. Come on, he's an 8-time world champion. Whichever platform is kind of verifying, like you can fact check Blue, but he's an 8-time world champion, and for him, he has that frustration there. He's like, why I am not dominating? Why I'm not in the front?
Obviously. Look, I'll tell you why Lewis doesn't do all of this. Because he knows the car's not good enough. So he doesn't talk as much. That's one. Number two, he's comparing the cars with W11. What are W11 cars? W11 cars were the pinnacle of Formula One a few seasons ago with Mercedes. Mercedes cars, W11, W12, were the best sounding cars and performance-wise there ever was. Take it or leave it. Actually, just take it. Don't even leave it.
I'll not say
How can you go
I'll
backwards
not
from
say
there?
W12,
How
bro.
can you
I'll
go-
say W11.
W11 was.
Because W12 was basically that final lap case.
Yeah,
Actually bought it
but
to-
again, that was one lap, right?
Yeah,
but
that
I'm
was
saying
the
in
one
terms
lap.
of, okay, W11 and 12, personally, are my favorite cars. So Lewis knows where Mercedes stands. Lewis knows where there's missing. So Lewis will complain about the car.
Yeah,
At
like,
this point, I don't think Mercedes should focus on winning the championship. I think Mercedes need to start focusing
Next
season's car. And Red Bull already has. So they're
Mercedes
miles
is
ahead.
doing it. As
And
a matter of fact, they are doing it.
And it's crazy because where they are right now, imagine them quicker next season.
year, yeah.
That blows my mind.
Also, tell me something. More of a general F1 question. So let's say Mercedes did get it right. How do you then go so backward? Okay, there might be new regulations that come out that force you to change your car, but other than that, all that data isn't worthless, right?
No. See, data is never worthless
Yeah.
in Formula One. Okay, because sometimes you may be comparing one car with another car, and in Formula One, as a matter of fact, when you watch the race, all this data is shown to us in a more understandable way.
Yeah.
Okay, with what we might when we are learning line graphs in math, we would be like, "What shit is this thing?" But then in reality, when we see this on that screen, we're like, "Oh, he's faster." Like it's that's not the case. Data is like key, because based on the data only you can improve the car.
Yeah.
Because the car W13, which Mercedes themselves call it the worst car ever produced. Okay.
Yep.
Because even though they have just won one Grand Prix, a 1-2, that too in the second last race, and Lewis Hamilton's first ever DNF in 15 years
15 years.
is with that W13
Right.
in Abu Dhabi. Like I was there watching that race and it broke my heart.
Our heart. You sound like I'm not a Mercedes fan.
I
Were you there watching the race?
I was on
Were
the
you there
track.
I was
watching
working, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you-
was working for Formula One.
You were working for Formula. I was the
Who
spectator.
were you working with?
I was in the paddock as a
Working-
volunteer.
Oh, okay.
We were like serving those mimosas.
I
and stuff.
wasn't serving. I was at ticketing. But I just want to be a part of the team. First of all, I'm
Honestly,
never.
super cool. I would.
It is amazing.
Dude, you know that reminds me of when you asked me that question, how F1 was. I actually did F1 in schools, like long
Wow.
ago. Went to Abu Dhabi, watched the race. I was even before I was 16. I had like this Justin Bieber mop hair and everything. And that's how I just remembered, because we were doing that and we could just hear and we missed quite a bit of the race because we were just shooting the carbon canister cars.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was excited for the actual race, and we got to kind of miss a little bit of it. So yeah, so that just reminded me of I did have that.
One of my
experience
friends,
on
Tushar, He's my buddy from Canada. He actually designed a mini Formula One car with and then that actually went to F1, like for the
F1 in schools.
Yeah,
we did the same thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same institute. But
It's literally the same thing.
Okay, yeah. So
the same program.
Why weren't we?
No, I remember.
Dude,
like, see, that time I was
Tushar and I
working
went to
for
school
one.
together. You know that, right?
And Aditya, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
By the way, all
God,
of these.
these people are just talking weird things.
Sorry.
All names just pop out of the blue and you're like,
sorry.
eh.
All of these guys are my mates, and surprisingly, we all are into Formula One, and I love the fact that how Formula One brings all of us closer. Like it's crazy, and that's what F1 community is all about. As much as we hate Red Bull, we obviously do care about them.
No, like, that's
Sure,
such a
buddy.
joke,
Sure, buddy.
That's like, joke of the year award goes to me here below. Just set this thing up. But like in all honesty, like for Red Bull, like okay, say for example, yesterday being Ferrari's track, Ferrari's home stuff. When Red Bull wins in their home track, it's not like they get those purple, yellow, and red confetti kind of thrown around.
Nope.
They get flares, those orange flares. Like where is orange in the Red Bull branding? Orange is basically McLaren.
But it's Max's color.
Still, bro.
It's a Dutch color.
It's a Dutch color.
Yeah.
No, Dutch flag is only
No, it's just
Orange is Dutch.
orange color.
whatever.
Dutch fans,
Yeah.
right?
Still.
But I love the way how. I hope there was India, like an Indian driver. There is an Indian driver, by the way. I know in F2,
F2
but
it's an F2.
I really wish there was an Indian driver for F1. Honestly,
Bro, it is.
It makes a lot of sense why there isn't though.
yeah.
Why?
We're so confused. We're so shindi chore. Imagine, okay, so we just don't like spending money basically. So imagine like going to your parents and being like, dude, there's not enough money in the country to play the sports that are mainstream.
No.
Think about like if someone really wealthy needs to bring it to the mainstream to India to actually create opportunities for someone to actually get to that level.
Look, I actually disagree with you. A lot of there were multiple F1 Indian drivers. It's just that the background doesn't match because as much as it's an expensive sport, you also need some type of like guidance from previous drivers.
Exactly.
Being in Formula One, you can have, let's say Stroll. He has N number of money, right? But he doesn't have the right background.
Exactly.
It's his dad. So as Daruwala,
Jihan Daruwala.
he's an F2 driver for Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have any guidance. Yes, he's in the Red Bull team.
No, he's no more with the Red Bull Junior
He's
team.
not anymore, but he was, and that's because he had the financial support of his family.
Correct.
It wasn't his. I don't think he was driving that well. Maybe for a few races, and then he dropped back down, right?
Yeah. No, but then he was competitive.
So what I'm trying to explain you is that
Sport to the country. Is that the case?
just making it more mainstream. Now think about this. You're talking about why drivers aren't there yet because you're probably not finding the best talent as well. You're finding drivers based on the best. Everything should fall in place and find the best opportunity, and then someone's gonna make if they have family or like a wealthy sponsor, and that's India is huge, man.
Yeah. I mean,
There's immense talent there.
But again, India thinks Formula One is an entertainment. It's not a motorsport.
It's not a sport.
It is not a sport.
It's not a
It
sport.
is still categorized in that entertainment sector.
Which is absolutely wrong because I feel like Formula One drivers train harder than cricket players.
Like, see, I agree on that. And plus, we're telling like, okay, people just end up being chindi. So FYI,
Don't
chindi,
say that. You'll get beat up.
I'm being very honest. Have you? Okay, wait. No.
Go on.
Wait. I just want to
a lot
talk.
of things to edit out of this podcast.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know right now that cricket players, they train hard. Don't get me wrong, but they don't train as hard as Formula One drivers. I'll tell you why. I've seen Malinga and Rohit Sharma with their stomachs not flat, they're slightly like on the healthier side, which is fine. But Formula One drivers lose 2 to 3 kgs per race. Maintaining weight, exercising, training for the G-force pull. That's a lot of training every single day plus cardio. That's a lot of mental pressure and physical pressure. For a cricket player, India, Pakistan may be the most mental pressure they'll get. Other than that, I don't think so.
Arjun,
I might be right or wrong.
You know what's
what?
funny? He went through this whole monologue, right? I never said I disagree with him. All I said was you'll get beat up. right? That's all I said.
That's what I'm flying to
I
the
do
UK.
agree. By the way, I do agree with you. You know that, right?
Okay, anyways, guys, calm down on this. But like, yeah, definitely. One thing is that Formula One left India, like Indian tracks, because so basically it's happening in the circuit called the Buddh International Circuit in Uttar Pradesh. They left because saying that the tax levied on them were way too high for them to afford. Because Formula One was there. I think for like a good 2-3 years, Formula One was there. Like Sebastian even won his championship in India.
I have no idea.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was there.
He actually said that.
Pretty cool.
And he loved the Indian track.
Yeah, he said it's one of the best tracks he's driven on.
Like, trust me, I don't know whether they will bring it back or not, but I know for the fact that F4 from next year onwards has an Indian race.
Yeah.
F4. So they are doing like a street circuit in Chennai because I don't know why they're not doing it in Buddh, because at the moment in Buddh there is the MotoGP happening. MotoGP is going on. I don't know what's going with other sports, but MotoGP of course is happening.
That's the beginning. That's the start.
That's a start.
That's actually so much more than I thought was going on.
Yeah.
No, because
that's
that track
cool.
is basically an FIA grade 1 certified track. So you've got all these things there. And like, yeah, Formula E is happening, the one which we don't want to watch and even talk about. It's happening in Hyderabad.
You know, when you guys were telling me about it, I thought it was kind of cool.
Okay, the door's that side, Sahit. If you just get up and
mode.
go to the door
Bro,
on the left.
I'm going to go attack mode on you, dude.
For what? For Formula E? Are you...
I've never watched it, to be honest.
How can you say you freaking like it?
Because you were explaining it to me, and you literally said this. Oh, it's like a video game, and I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
like I hate it. It's a battery. It's this woo sound. I want to hear...
It's not even that. It's more like that kind of noise. It's so high pitched noise.
Yeah, it's annoying.
I just want to keep bringing it up.
If it's high pitched voice, I'd rather
piss
listen to
you
my
off.
mom scream at me than...
Anyway, this is kind of going quite interesting. But like, yeah, let's come back.
Okay.
And, Q3.
Sahit, top 3 drivers you think were really good during the race?
I'm not even going to say Verstappen. So, it's...
I mean, no.
It's
You
I
could.
don't. I actually
His
don't.
driving style was good.
No, he was just too good. Like, it's fine.
No.
I would say Perez for sure.
Okay.
I would say Hamilton towards the end.
Okay.
You know, where he got that penalty. I honestly did not think he was gonna. What's his saying? Hammer time.
Hammer time.
Yeah. I just learned about it yesterday. I honestly, he did pretty well. Because just how his race was going, I was complaining about his tires and things. I was like, he got his penalty. Like, this guy's probably not the one to watch anymore. But by the end of it, he created that gap. That penalty basically just didn't matter. So that was good. And obviously Sainz. I mean, Sainz kind of held on there longer than I thought he would. He was still pretty active throughout the race. Even like with Perez, he like kept Perez at bay for a bit. And towards the end with Charles, like the switcheroo towards the end, and just how kind of close they came, and he was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna. Towards the end of the race, also with your own teammate, having that push, he kind of just didn't care, didn't want to take it slow, didn't want to finish behind him, push. And I think for him, he remained focused throughout the race, even though like he was under immense pressure all the time.
Okay, so I'll tell you mine, and then Arjun, you can go on. I think it was Ferrari, so it was Carlos.
Charles.
Charles, perfect. They're really good drivers. I think they were really pushing it. They were working as a team to bring Red Bull down, which is an amazing strategy at the end of the day. Maybe towards the end, it was you're on your own now. But in the first 3/4 of the race, they were working together to really put pressure on Red Bull. Okay. And my third driver, which is very surprising, but as a Formula One fan, I have to be unbiased in the show, I'll say Max. I think Max was doing splendid. I think he was very calm in the places he should be. He pushed in when he can. He more than racing, he was playing mind games. He was really putting pressure on the Ferraris. He knew that my car is quick. He knew that, listen, dude, I'm gonna give you a chance. If you F it up, I'm gonna take advantage. And that's what Formula One is. You make a split-second change or a mistake, the whole race changes. So definitely. I'm going to say Max. Hamilton, I'm slightly disappointed on you. If you are watching this, I hope you do. If you are, listen, I know there's a lot of pressure on him. And I know that he's really struggling with the car. Obviously, he knows what winning feels like. So he's been there, he's done that, he wants to go back. So anyway, I've told him a few drivers. Arjun, let's hit it off with you.
I would say Williams, Alex Albon.
Oh yeah.
Like, phenomenal drive with whatever he has got. And like, yeah, technically, at a time I would say it would be the worst car, but no, it wasn't the worst. It isn't the worst car anymore, because after that break, Williams actually is showing its true pace. Like that entire, when the culture inside the team changes, that time everything changes.
Yep.
I feel James Wells has actually taken that initiative that, as I told in the previous episode, he has slated a 5-year time period to kind of change the entire culture and the entire team around. So, and he was, and James Wells is the ex-Mercedes strategist. Okay. So like, yeah, of course.
This reminds me of a metaphor that my dad told me. He was like, if you put a super gas or super petrol in a sunny, it will act up nicely. But if you put a special, it'll act normal.
Bro, don't say special. I would say E+. So Williams is one. Then of course Carlos Sainz.
Mm-hmm.
That dude kind of had to fight a lot.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I genuinely enjoyed, because I loved seeing that fight between the first, second, and third. Like, last laps, both of them, like, I think like hardly would be like 5 centimeters of difference at the best.
Yeah.
Like, they were just insane.
Insane.
Literally insane.
Really good.
And the third one, I would say, I don't know, like,
Logan.
come on. Well, Logan, man, come on. I'll not say Logan. Like, I would say both the Mercedeses, because they knew they were having a penalty online.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do a stop-go penalty because it was too late in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And like, literally, they pushed it as much as they can, just so that even post-penalty, they have that
Same
position
yeah.
retained.
Yeah.
So we gotta give some credit to them.
Oh, 100%.
They did a stellar job. Hamilton was P5 last year with the shitty car. He's still P5 with I'll not say shitty, but like,
hey, no Mercedes car is shitty. Take that out of your mouth right now.
What was that 13 one? That you just said?
W13.
Yeah.
Don't say shit, man.
Okay, that should I say the incompetent car?
No, just be like it was a poor. Just don't say shit, man. Toto's gonna
Was
kill you.
W13 like 13 times worse than their usual car?
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill Saj as well.
No, Red Bull fan, right? So come on, this is usual. Anyways, so like, yeah, coming back. So those are my 3 best drivers at Monza, I personally feel. But of course, Ferrari this time has got a huge advantage after the Monza race, because on constructors, they have now secured the third position.
Place. Yep.
The Aston Martin is now kicked back. Aston Martin initially had that all the hype. Oh, Fernando.
Started off
Fernando's
really well.
gonna do great. And like, yeah, even during the Dutch Grand Prix,
He made a statement. He was like, "From now on, I'm gonna be on the podium."
Exactly. We just said this on one of our previous episodes. People still. He did. He went out on public.
Defend like a lion.
Post race interviews, he said it. Post race interviews, Alonso said it, like, you're gonna see me frequently on the podium. Perez said the same thing, but like, yeah, we didn't see Perez.
Hey, that might be a new curse coming up.
But like, yeah, no driver will take it. Like, Max won't take it up. He was like, I'm anyways winning, so, and I'm already getting onto the podium, so screw this thing up.
I love the fact that how Lando broke one of the cups, and then
and then he's like,
then
oh,
he
it's
was like,
broken.
Max was like, "It's okay if you break one more. I've got multiple like in the Red Bull
literally,
headquarters."
like Red Bull just told, because Max is winning, they got to buy like another
cabinet
to keep all these trophies.
flex. I mean,
Wait, they don't get to keep it themselves, or they just don't want to?
No. So they have to keep it.
you know,
Yeah, I know, but like Max doesn't want to just take it.
he can't take it.
He
home.
can't take it home.
He can't take it. Okay.
Anything you win for the team
Stays with the team.
Yeah, it stays with
At
the
the
team.
headquarters. Yeah.
Unless and until like you buy like one of the cars which you drove, like how but Sebastian Vettel didn't buy any of his cars. He bought all the old cars and then put sustainable fuels in that and started driving it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's rich.
Yeah.
We did top 3 performances, right? The question was top 3 and who didn't perform well. Was it? Did we?
No.
No, we just asked
we
top
just
3.
focus on the positive.
Yeah.
Got it.
We don't like the negative ones. If we start out, it's a long list.
Yeah. It's not a long list, but we have to go. But if we do, we'll have to give reasons why.
Yeah, and plus technically, like there's like no hard say. But trust me, being this show for the fans,
Yeah.
done by the fans, if if we talk about the negatives, it'll just be criticism to another zone.
Yeah.
Like how when you have
No,
like,
I completely
when
get
you,
it, actually.
when you wear an Apple Watch, you got those workout zones, right?
Yeah.
So between 1 to 6, my zone will anywhere be between 4 and 6. So
Yeah.
like with this much, I ended.
No, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Good way to put it.
But like coming next is Singapore. So like I'm here. Just to all the listeners out there, can you just give like a bit of an idea about the track, the Marina Bay circuit?
For sure.
I'm listening to this too.
Singapore is one of the most difficult tracks in my perspective. The reason why I say that is because it's a night track. That's one. Humidity. That's sharp turns. The track gets warm really quick. And that's a bad thing because if it does get really hot, you have to change tires more frequently. So if you stay on the soft tires, maybe your duration of the soft tires would be between 1 to maybe like 15. Which is quite less for soft tires, right? So I would suggest you go on hard. And I hope it rains in Singapore. If it rains, the track becomes more interesting.
Dangerous.
And dangerous, yeah. But other than that, I think if you go on a technical side, they really have to force on late braking when they're straight lines. Obviously, go pace out. You have to go pace out. There are sharp turns, so make sure that the drivers need to focus on their qualifying because overtaking in Singapore is actually very difficult. You need to be very skilled. You need to be very attentive. If you don't go for the small gaps on the perfect time, you won't gain position. And if you do make a mistake, there's an opportunity for a yellow flag or even a red flag because those are very narrow turns and narrow straight lines.
I'll not say narrow straight lines because especially say the starting, and there's that one particular portion where it's like almost on the I think like between sector 2 and sector 3. That long straight.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one part where
That's
they
the one
can
that
actually
kind of
rotate.
crosses, is it?
No.
It doesn't cross.
It doesn't cross.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm
It
talking
doesn't
about.
cross.
No.
I think this would.
I know which one you're talking about.
Mm.
It's not that one.
Okay.
I think it's Emilia Romagna or this one Interlagos.
No, it's
Emilia Romagna.
Yeah.
They cross, yeah. So, but like it is quite a demanding track, and like as we said when we started the show itself, Daniel Ricciardo will not again show up because it is a intensive track.
I think Ricardo won't even come for this season.
Because
I'll tell you
I
why.
wouldn't think.
His wrist is really complicated, right? That's one. Number two, he needs to strengthen his wrist and arm back to the place he was before. That's number three. Number two. Number three, I think he's already very new, and this is gonna make him step back more. So at what he was before, now he's gonna step back even more. I think this is the first injury for Ricardo. I don't think there's ever been an accident.
No, but
there has been, but he hasn't broken any bones. Like he's recovered 3 days later and come back racing.
It's just really sad. It's
Yeah, it is sad.
It's like, all that wait, all that simulation time. You have a couple of races, okay, you don't perform that well, but you're slowly getting that confidence back.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten the result yet, but then something like this happens and you kind of have to stick with that for a little bit until you can recover and come back and actually do something. And at the same time, take a hit to your confidence and obviously lose all that practice and lose all that racing time. It's just rough.
Definitely.
What do you have to say after this?
But like with Ricardo again, he actually went when the season started. Lance Stroll had the same case. He had like a biking incident and got his bone broken or something and stuff, and he recovered back. So Red Bull is in that thoughts that okay, he potentially might come down to that particular way. He could have a faster recovery because Formula 1 drivers are built a lot differently. Because for them, they can take all those G-force attacks and they will still be fine. They'll still walk. But yeah, there is that factor of uncertainty which is there, which needs to be considered. Anyways, I think we have been going quite a long time, and I myself lost track of time. Once again, thank you so much for tuning on to another episode of Formula Pod. If you guys do like it, please do subscribe. And if you like us, please do follow us on our own pages because we've got to start doing personal promotion on the podcast. You can follow me, Arjun Radesh, on Instagram. That's ARJUNRADWSH. And you guys?
I would love the support. Formula, it's very new, but if you have any feedback regarding how we talk and if there's any topics that you want us to talk about during the races or off races, on track, off track, you do let us know. Sahaj, what about you?
Well, I'm still pretty new to this. Hopefully you guys will have me back
So
again.
just follow us.
Just follow.
Yeah, just follow us.
Sahitya_99 on Instagram. Message me, tell me how much you hate these guys, and it'll make me happy.
Yeah. I don't need to. If you guys want to follow me. If not, it's okay. I've got enough followers.
Like yeah, but still, like yeah. Do keep a like, subscribe, and also share some comments because trust me, if you guys manage to put in comments, I assure you I will read it out loud, like one comment per episode.
We will read it.
We will do it.
Yeah.
Like yeah,
and if you do guys comment, I'll give you a high five from my side.
Whenever you see him, okay, like, and also this is basically like I gotta be a bit emotional right now because this is Mihir's final in-person episode because the dude is flying out to the UK for doing his masters.
Ouch. For the listeners, he just spanked my ass. For the listeners, he just spanked my ass.
They grow up so quick.
No, but yeah, this is my last episode in person with Arjun. Sad. Jason isn't here, but we have our really good new fan side here. But I'm gonna miss this. I'm still gonna be active on the socials, and I'll be doing the show as well. But
like from London, he'll be not doing it. From
I'll
Dubai.
be in Silverstone, guys. Watch me.
Watch me.
All right, that's it.
You'll be on the ticket counter.
I like how you all of a sudden end up becoming so cocky towards the end. But like, yeah, anyways, thank you so much once again. And like, yeah, please do like, share, and subscribe. Our podcasts are available across all your favorite podcast platforms. And like, yeah, if I manage to edit quick, it'll be in YouTube.
You got this.
Fingers crossed. Until next time, this is all of us, the entire crew of Formula Pod, signing off. Goodbye.